Wolves Don't Belong in Yellowstone by Francis Ruffin. Grey wolves are too dangerous to roam in Yellowstone National Park. That's why the government eliminated most wolves from the park in the early 1900s. Removing the wolves was the right decision. However, in the 1960s, scientists began arguing for the wolves' return. Wolves would bring more biodiversity to Yellowstone, they said. Many people loved the idea of having wolves in the park again. To them, wolves are predators to admire. They're powerful, intelligent animals. The pro-wolf side won. Today, wolves are back in Yellowstone, and they're as dangerous as they ever were. Farmers and ranchers speak most loudly against wolves in Yellowstone. To them, wolves are bad news. Wolves often wander outside their Yellowstone habitat. They end up on nearby lands. Those lands include many farms and ranches. Most farms and ranches have cattle and other livestock. According to many ranchers, wolves create a landscape of fear. Cattle stay on alert while grazing. They spend less time eating and more time. As a result, they eat less. They fail to gain weight. When ranchers sell their cattle, they get a higher price for fatter cattle. If cattle fail to gain weight, ranchers make less money. Doug Smith is Wolf Project leader at Yellowstone. He wanted wolves back at Yellowstone, but even he says, life is simpler without wolves. I admit that if you are a rancher, having wolves around is worrisome. I understand that it's not just the cows they kill, it's the sleepless nights. I think that's the best argument to not have them. There's another problem too. Wolves increase Yellowstone's grizzly bear population. Grizzlies are scavengers. They eat the prey wolves leave behind. When there are more wolves, grizzlies have more prey to scavenge. Hungry grizzlies often eat from garbage dumps and campsites. This increases the chance they'll come face to face with people. Grizzlies are far more likely to attack people than wolves are. Finally, in spite of all the debate, wolves may not improve Yellowstone's ecosystem. Scientists have said that wolves were needed to reduce the elk herd. When there were no wolves, the elk herd grew. Elk eat tree leaves. Some trees suffered when the elk herd grew. After wolves were reintroduced, the elk herd decreased. The trees started to recover. Some scientists, however, say that the trees were simply suffering from drought. Maybe the wolves didn't help them after all. Wolves are not the answer to Yellowstone's problems. Instead, they bring new problems. Yellowstone National Park would be better off without them.